So anyway,
So,
good morning, guys. Good to
Good
see
morning.
you.
Good to see
a
you.
little off to a late start for me, but
Yeah, that's all right.
you know,
We're all good. I didn't sleep till late last night because there was a dog that wandered into my house,
Yeah.
and I took it home. Because I'm just so much better than you guys.
he took it out to a farm. It would be nice, and it'll play with all the other dogs that run away from houses. And
Yeah, I just meant really I ran a dog over with my car.
I took him out of his misery. This world sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's so funny to feel that way and then like project it onto innocent well, not funny, but like
Well, and dogs are.
I'm doing you a favor.
it's like antinatalist but for animals.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wonder if antinatalist people extend that to animals.
I doubt it. They look at us like we're disastrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny to think about, like, dogs are so sensitive to our affect, like our emotions that we're putting out, and you like resent dogs.
Me?
Yeah, just like you've said, like you resent how people.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, that's true. Because half the dogs that I run into, more than half that people own, the dogs suck because the owners suck.
Yeah,
They don't know how to treat a dog, so their dogs are little pieces of shit.
for sure.
And I don't like being around that. I'd rather like half the time be around like a wild dog, I think, than these people's fucking untrained dogs.
I've
Are
been
my
attacked.
dogs bad? They're pretty.
No, they're okay. I mean,
They're not great, but
they don't jump up on me as much anymore. So
stupid dogs.
stupid dogs.
I like dogs. I've always had dogs my whole life, but I just how you say it is like there's bad owners, and like sometimes dogs are assholes,
Yeah.
and like I've seen them do some pretty asshole things. So like whenever I'm around dogs, my immediate instinct is like I love dogs, but then I'm always like I don't go up and pet random dogs. Anybody, I've been attacked by dogs on the street. I have to fuck them up.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to be forced to fucking kill a dog because guess what? I'm not going to get fucked up for the dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got shit to do tomorrow. I'm not going to have permanent fucking nerve damage. I'm going to fucking do what I have to do just because some asshole dog came up on me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know. That's why I kind of just try to avoid them altogether because I don't want to be forced to do something that I'm going to fucking regret.
I've had bad encounters with pit bulls.
Yeah.
Something about just me being as tall as I am. Dogs, like I have to win them over.
But you can see them coming from
Oh
far
yeah,
off,
I see
right?
what you mean.
Yeah.
They're freaked out by you.
Yeah, they're like, there's a big man in our house, and I'm freaked out. Like, so if it's a pit bull, it can get really bad. I hate when people like make the argument that pit bulls are. It's just a normal dog. It's all like it's like
No,
a
they're
dog version
bred
of
for
racism.
aggression.
They're
It's
definitely
like,
pretty
yeah.
aggressive. I had a pit bull mix, and he was aggressive.
Yeah,
I,
I had so many problems with.
When I was a kid, I think I was like 10. It was Halloween, and I was going trick or treating. I was dressed up as an inmate. I had like a orange jumpsuit on with like a little stupid chain and ball around my ankle.
Nice.
Did you have a quick access flap in the back?
I might have, yeah.
That's good.
I did get raped. Anyway, fuck, I shouldn't say that. Doesn't matter.
Fuck, I should say that.
Yeah. So I was trick or treating. I was going through the neighborhood. I crossed my neighbor's place. They didn't have dogs, and then my neighbor next to them, Rich, he had like a zoo of animals in his house, but he had a bloodhound. I forget the dog's name. It's a cool dog.
Old red.
It's just something stupid like that. But yeah, I don't know, I think it was because I was dressed as an inmate. The dog ran and bit me for the first time ever, and I had a huge bite on my
It's
ass.
like an ex-police dog. Some ex-fucking prison dog that was his job.
I think it like barely broke skin, but it was enough to freak me out for the next 10 years about dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dog my most recent dog. He passed away not like probably a few years ago, but I had him for my mom because I moved out and I was on the road. So I had already moved out for a couple of years, and then I left where we live completely, and I was traveling. So I wanted her to have a dog to help protect her. You know what I mean? And he did perfectly, exactly what he was supposed to do. Nice. And but he wasn't always like that. He was calm when walking and people would pet him and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, one time she was taking him on a walk to go pay the rent up the street. Our landlords lived in their house, so she was walking him. And his wife was in their front yard, like gardening, and he just like nipped at her butt, like
Damn.
real quick. And ever since then, way more aggressive to people. And I don't know what the deal was.
Right.
But ever since that time, then we were just like, you know what? Like my friends would come over and he would be cool, but he would be super aggressive and like try to bite, like nip at their hands and like jump up on
Nah.
them. But I was like, no. Like, why are you doing this all of a sudden?
I couldn't be around a dog like that.
Yeah, so we just kept him in the sunroom. Now where that was, that's where he lived. Nobody ever really went in there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you kill him?
No, he had a brain tumor.
Damn.
Did you put him down?
Yeah, my mom. I was on the road, so my mom had to deal with all that shit. But yeah, I was pretty bummed out.
That sucks.
That's when you were doing the security.
No, I was doing construction. I was building tractor supply stores and a bunch of other stuff.
Dude, when I first moved out here, I found someone had left a dog out in the wilderness. It was just happened to see it out of the corner of my eye coming up a hill to my parents' old house, and we stopped and got it. I was telling David earlier, it was a pit bull, an old female pit bull covered in cancer, just tumors all over its body,
Dang, man.
and someone just dumped it out in the desert.
That's fucked up.
Scumbags, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Yeah. At least put her out of her misery. Gee, you coward.
That's what. Yeah, so we ended up taking her in. We freaked out my childhood cat Maggie. She dipped. Never saw her again. She was pissed.
She's like, "There's no way I'm living here with this
Yeah,
thing."
yeah.
she just assumed it was here forever.
She left and probably got eaten by coyotes out in the desert.
Wow.
And she chose that over living with us and that sick dog. Anyway, yeah, eventually, like, we just tried to make the dog comfortable. It was deteriorating pretty bad, and eventually my dad just took it out and took care of it with a 22 and buried it out back.
Damn. Man.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
the
what
right
the
thing to-
owner.
it's
That's
the
what the
right
owner
thing to
should have
do.
done. Yeah. If you're not gonna, if you can't take it to the vet, right? Get it euthanized. You gotta do what you gotta do. But that dog is like, I mean, riddled with cancer. You just like, hey, figure it out, bro, in the fucking desert. You're just like, damn,
It's so
that's
fucked
wild.
up.
So-
It's
That's
so
like doing that to
cruel.
your aunt or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just shoot it in the fucking head, you pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude, I'd have a hard time shooting a dog.
There's
in the
the. I
head.
mean, yeah, but
It's the most ethical thing you could do for that dog.
I mean, I'd
be rough.
get him,
Yeah.
I'd get him euthanized right away, but I'd have a hard time shooting him.
Shooting a dog in the head would be pretty rough. But
I think it's still better than
Oh, yeah.
going to a fucking vet.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
At all.
it's still rough. It's like
I'm
like
just saying I'd have a hard time.
it's like killing someone in self defense. It's like, yeah, I have a good fucking reason for it. Doesn't mean I want to shoot somebody in the fucking chest.
Right.
I would feel, I think, obligated to do it myself,
Yeah, I get
It's,
that.
it's my dog.
just to make it the most comfortable I can.
Yeah.
The idea of like an animal being freaked out in a place it
I know,
associates with like getting injections and stuff, and that's where it dies. That's sad.
I get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
My dog was always. I adopted him from a vet in El Paso. Fuck. Over there.
Yeah, in a
And,
city.
In a city. And because my friend posted him, I thought he was a lot younger than he was, or smaller rather. She said he was about a year old, and they found him in a neighborhood. He was fighting with other dogs, and they fucked up his ear. So like they reconstructed his ear and stuff like that. And the vet liked him a lot and took him home and whatever. But that fool already had 3 dogs, and they just didn't vibe together. So that's why they put him up. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. So I got there, and I was like, oh shit, this fool's actually bigger than I thought. He ended up getting bigger, but like
What kind of dog was that?
half pit bull, half bulldog.
Damn.
Weird mix.
Yeah, yeah. So he was cool. He was cool and super great dog for the most part. You know what I mean? And it was never really like when took him to the vet, right? He was always pretty chill, like nothing really crazy. You know what I mean? He listened pretty good, so that was nice too.
I had a dog, Josie, when I was a kid. The dog's name was Josie, and I lived right behind 95. It was like there was a field and then I-95, and Josie would always run away. Like she would get out and it was an insane dog.
Yeah.
And one day she just got out and we never saw her, and then we were just driving around looking for her. We hit 95 and there she was everywhere, just in pieces all over the highway.
Oh, yeah, my
Fucking
that's,
brutal,
that's
man.
the worst way to find my cousin. That's happened to my cousin a lot too. They live over there down south and on like one of those old highways.
Uh-huh.
Or still, it's not like a major highway, but a lot of cars go on there, and they live literally right on it. So any dog they had was like, you need to keep them inside or on a chain, or else they're not.
Yeah.
They're smart, but damn, they.
Yeah.
At least it's fairly quick. way to go for a dog.
Hopefully, right? You don't want to take
Well,
them out at the end and then
I know that Josie died instantly. She exploded.
that's
Yeah, if it's hard enough, that'd be an interesting like simulation. Like you've talked about the World War One sim, where you like get the World War One experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you have to have the bestiality mod for that.
Yeah, good call. The bestiality.
like to fuck a dog while getting hit
Yeah.
by a semi truck.
Yeah, yeah. What's it like to be coming inside of a dog during like a rolling artillery barrage?
And then you can, after that, once you have that mod, you're pretty much infinite. You can get humans.
And we're back. We're talking about having sex with dogs.
Dan Carlin made a World War One VR experience.
Did he?
Yeah, I had no idea, and it started as like an like you go to a place and people give you an interactive experience, and apparently there were like ethical issues. They're like, this is like gonna cause like damage to people's hearing and like maybe traumatize them. He's like,
Yeah.
this is a World War One experience. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
traumatize
fucking
them.
traumatizing.
So but I don't know if there were any lawsuits or anything. But
I think
he
if you
talks
sign
about
a
it at the
fucking-
end of his. Yeah, he probably just has people sign that. But
Yeah.
now you can get it on VR.
That sounds sick.
I've told you guys about the YouTube video where they simulate like a rolling artillery barrage. Because for the entirety of World War
Like
One,
shell shock
yeah,
type deal?
yeah,
Yeah.
because it was like there was two every single second, every single a bomb dropping.
And they were that was mentally for them. They like not knowing if you're gonna die. That's the second you're gonna die or
Dude,
not.
it's
Just
nuts.
waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, man.
Fucked with so many dudes.
And they just get, they'd get executed for it. It's like,
Yeah.
this guy's some kind of
This is a fucking
faggot. We gotta
pussy.
shoot him in the
Yeah.
head. It's
You scared, pussy?
brutal.
You
It's
scared of little
brutal.
bombs?
It's like the stories of the Battle of the Somme, the just brutal battle, and then the British come up over the trenches, and all the Germans they meet, every single one of them are deaf, and their eyes are just completely wide.
Yeah, man. Gotta be the worst war to fight in.
Yeah, definitely one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
how do
all
you
pretty
compare,
bad,
like,
I think World War One might be the worst.
Yeah, maybe just so like because
The way that-
technology definitely helped make things a little bit easier. But
There's some good videos about like the battlefields, how the battlefields change, because like you see World War One, it looks like a hellish landscape. If you see the transition from like normal European field to that,
beautiful, yeah, and
it looks like hell, like actual hell.
yeah, it's horrifying.
Like-
It looks like Fallout or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Wandering around a burning forest, corpses everywhere, no grass, nothing green.
Yeah, one of the most brutal, like one of the themes so far in this conversation is like putting things out of their misery and like this weird way that we like, it's more important for something to be alive to certain people than anything. And one of the like darkest things when I was reading like diaries from World War One is people talking about they would hear their friends while they were sleeping in the no man's land, like riddled with bullets,
Oh,
like
yeah.
slowly dying, and that it killed them to hear them crying in pain, and there was nothing they could do about it. So then by the end of the war, like a certain, it's like a common thing that people who would be like mortally wounded in no man's land would hold in their cries and the sounds that they would make as they were dying, just as a last kind of a sacrifice for their friends.
Jesus.
That's got to be one of the darkest, most pointless, like beautiful sacrificial.
That's
acts.
incredible stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't like hearing that shit. I feel like that shit's necessary to hear. Like I
Yeah.
loved listening to Jocko podcast for a long time. Like up until like probably a few years ago, I was up to every episode since one, and like gosh, the amount of stories you hear is like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's good because hearing the type of shit that's possible in the world, you don't get surprised by it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to get used to it, but I definitely don't want to be surprised by it. You know what I mean?
It's weird that if you want the best out of like humans, you should put them in the most fucked up situation possible.
Yeah.
Like have them watch their friends die.
That's what they talk about on the podcast. That's what they say. It's like war brings out the best and the worst of humans.
Yeah, both. For
Both.
sure.
It's and to see them juxtaposed together and like that's how like and it's even crazy because like back in the Spartan days where they were like lovers. So like now you're fighting for your fucking, you're fighting for your lover, not
Do you
just.
even know when the Spartan days were?
I don't really care.
What do you know
That's
about
just-
the
I don't-
Peloponnesian
I
War?
fucking hate gays. So
Who cares? They're a bunch of Greek queers.
bunch of twink queers.
Yeah,
Greek
Oh,
queers.
they said twink queers. All right. Anyway,
I mean, they were pretty twinky. They had olive oil. They were oiling themselves
Yeah.
up
they
all
were
the
super
time.
ripped. They're
Yeah.
probably super flexible.
yeah, it's so crazy, like how manly and gay they were.
That's why I always say, and I've always said this, is that the manliest thing you can do is overpower another man, make him submit to you, and insert yourself into him.
Damn, dude, I don't think I've ever seen. It's like your
You were
whole
super
central
passionate.
nervous system just like activated.
You were like feeling it, imagining it
I don't know what-
happening.
was I?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's great, dude.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that is probably the manliest thing you can do is make another man submit and have sex with him unwilling when he's unwilling.
That's pretty gay, but
No, but
I
it's
get your point. Like
Yeah,
maybe if you got up to like right up to the point, like you have your dick right at his asshole,
Yeah.
and you go, "Ha, I gotcha."
Damn, that's a power
That's
move.
that's
I don't
the
know,
power
'cause
move.
then you're
doing
like
it and
a-
not doing it. Come on,
I mean, but not doing it is
have-
like you're bitching out.
no. You have
If
the
you
power.
do it,
He
you're
knew I
taking-
had the power.
You're
Now
taking
you just want to
his-
fuck people in the
No,
you
no,
wanna
no,
fuck
no,
dudes
you're
in the
taking-
ass.
you're
You
taking his
have the
manhood.
power already.
Pablo, you're taking his manhood.
No. But you have the power already. The power was you forcing someone to have sex. You're already at that point. Now you're just gay
No,
for
you're
fucking dudes in the
fully
ass.
taking his manhood. He will forever be like some guy violated me in a way
It's a
that there
little
was
overpowered.
nothing I could do about it.
It's like all like prison is just all that dynamic. It's
Yep,
so
yep.
fucked.
How do I go to jail?
I want to go to jail. How do I go to jail? Lines? Okay, lines.
Yeah.
Up early? Okay.
Counting. We're counting?
We're counting crates. I love crates. How do I go to jail? What am I going to do to get here fast? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It's a great fucking bit.
autistically counting like the number of rapes.
Okay,
Jesus.
how do we always get here?
Yeah, and then you're like he's like doing it by color. You're like, okay, the Browns raped this much.
47 rapes tonight.
Oh, jeez, man.
He's like, yeah, it's like we got this autistic guy. He's
Dude, how
created
is-
a sorting system for rapes by color.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Sorting system.
Yeah, like any
Oh no.
white guy that comes in, he's like, okay, so if you don't want to get raped, you want to do this.
Hello, welcome to prison. Will you be raping or not?
Pretty much. Should I add you to the spreadsheet?
Dude, how is there more? I feel like I haven't seen all of them, but the ones I have seen, like, I've seen them over and over again. Like, I feel like there has to be more. How is there not? This is the best fucking thing. I've
We
ever
should
seen.
build a fantasy rape team in jail with that information.
What?
No, I'm just saying like
How
you
do you
could
do
the
that?
Gary Glitter soundtrack, dun dun dun.
Yeah, dude.
Because you know Gary Glitter was like this like horrible evil pedophile.
Oh, I
Like
don't,
just it's
There's no kids in
associated
prison?
with rape. It's like
Oh.
it's just a song that you play and people get all pumped up and it's like
Oh.
yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just
rape.
saying since we have the spreadsheet, all the information about this jail, we should like create a fantasy team out of rapists. Like the most rapes gets the most points, you know what I mean?
What if they hurt their ankle? They're
Yeah,
out for the season.
not looking good.
Not looking good for Mr. Tomlin over there.
dude, like everyone's all excited about AI, like we're gonna create like, simulation worlds to like figure out physics. It's gonna be people making like
Bestiality
simulations of prisons with like,
Yeah.
rape fantasy leagues.
Oh, bro, there's definitely people
People
that
betting.
would go to prison for fun.
I was showing my dad that like our phones now have the capability of live translation. So you could talk to someone that's speaking Chinese and you
So
just hear it in English.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible. Like that technology,
Really amazing.
I told my dad, I was like, when you were a kid, did you ever think that kind of technology would actually happen? He just went, no, that was Star Trek tech.
I thought it would, and I've been like really into the AI, discussion like in philosophical circles for like 10, 12 years. I thought it would be like 2050,
Yeah.
something like that. Like I can't believe the LLMs
Yeah.
made it it's so quickly. Like we just got enough compute, got enough information, and it's this idea from like the early 80s, mid 80s. I forget the guy's name, but they just didn't have enough info, didn't have enough compute power. And it's still basically that same idea. And now it
Yeah.
works. It's
What's
magic.
what's the limit to the LLMs?
It
Because they're
has a whole lot of
they're
limitations.
they're only getting worse. They're like degrading right now. Do you know about the whole situation? They're
Yeah.
like they're citing other AI sources, and it's turning into
Yeah.
Yeah,
a,
I
a
saw some
cluster where you
pretty stupid fucking examples where I'm like, that's AI.
dude, we're about to lose like our collective knowledge if we're not careful.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
really,
just
really
rewrite
need
it
to
all
gain.
crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be under layers and layers of fake and AI shit, and you're like, you cannot find
Yeah.
out what's true anymore.
Yeah, it's bad. I think it's like a solvable problem. It's just going to take a lot of work. You just have to take the info before ChatGPT got popular, and then find a way to use AI probably to get iteratively better and better at sorting all the info after that. Like give like a number for like some kind of index for like,
Yeah,
how
but
good the information is.
how do you know that is it going to be verifiable that that fucking AI hasn't been introduced to some outside information that some AI made up or some fucking thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be pretty hard to like. You're going to have like
That's why he's saying use like the
analog.
Wayback Machine.
Oh yeah, like Wayback Machine type. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that lady. I don't know. I can't remember her name, but she's like recorded shit on VHS for
Oh
like
yeah,
ever, and has like because she was like concerned that they were gonna change fucking
she's got like 40 years of
change the
TV.
past. Yeah, she was gonna say they're gonna rewrite history, and I would like the only way to fucking know is once they have it
Sure.
say it. They say it once, and now they're saying a different thing. You're like you can cross reference it now.
Can you guys imagine how crazy it's going to get in the next 12 years? Like Trump, I'm concerned about what's going on with Trump. Like, I'm not happy. I'm concerned.
What's your concern, man?
Um, I don't know. The Hegseth Trump, like, military talk,
Hmm.
some of the things that were said there, to me, we're on. I have family members that have been like doing all the protests like ever since Trump was elected, and it's always been like a 50-50 reaction. Like people are either like happy and like honking and waving or like flipping him off. Um, just yesterday they did one. They said like it's a dramatic shift where a lot more people seem to be concerned, and I feel it too. Like but Trump is no Hitler. Trump
Yeah,
is not.
dude.
He doesn't have an ideology, but imagine in the next 12 years, like what Trump has done is just shown that our system basically runs because of decorum, and that we don't have any way to stop someone, um, especially with how much power we've ceded to the executive branch. And already what Trump is doing, I think it's bad, but it's showing that every president in my lifetime has opened the door to all of this
Mm.
by trying to gain more power for the executive branch. The Congress wants less power because they don't want to get blamed for wars like Vietnam. So they've ceded the power of like starting wars to the president. One day we're probably pretty soon we're going to get a real Hitler style, like authoritarian type person. Can you imagine that person using the AI tools, even what we have now, to make fake video? And if it's a cult of personality kind of thing or a culture war thing where both sides are in a different world, and we're going to have videos surfacing and just two completely different interpretations of reality is already what we have. When you have different sources of information, like actual video that experts can't even prove whether it is or isn't AI, they're going to be able to make any claim. Like, whatever. Like, here's Obama just like, torturing
Right.
people in his basement or whatever thing. And we're all gonna, so many people are gonna run with whatever is everyone just believes what makes them feel better. It's going to get.
I think I'm a little less cynical in that I think AI is already becoming the new Sora stuff is so good in a lot of ways. Like certain videos that I've seen, I'm like, this is fucking creepy good.
It is.
I think that's gonna be like ubiquitous, like you said, that it's gonna be indistinguishable, and that we're gonna completely lose trust in any video.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm hoping.
Reasonable people will.
I'm hoping that enough people will go, I can't, no matter what it is, a video of anything, I just can't trust it anymore.
Yeah, and I'm already there, like to a degree. You have to just kind of like, you have to look around and make sure the content you just, you just looked at isn't part of that culture war
Yeah.
thing. You have to make sure it's like,
Dude, we're so fucked.
So what's it going to
It's
take? It's going to
scary,
be
man.
verifiable representatives of truth, and like, don't be fucking, we're going to have real life watermarks on our skin so we can see, if it's a
Fuck,
fucking.
man.
It's kind of like the law of entropy, how like it's so much easier to create, it's so much easier to destroy something than to create. It's so much easier to create like misleading content than it is to verify content. It's just I don't. It's got to be a solvable problem, but I don't know.
What if like, I don't know, maybe like, this sounds, as I think of it, but like everybody has the ability to make content, right? Clearly. Anybody can do anything. You take a picture and you post it. You record a song and you post it. You do anything like that. But what if there was an app where it was like, it's not just anybody could fucking post?
Right.
You know what I mean? It is the app for like verifiable information.
That's what I've been
Is
saying.
real.
We need a second internet where
We
you
really
need
do.
you need an ID.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like everyone argues, like, okay, no, you're gonna ruin the internet if it's not the Wild West, and people can't post anonymously, or the people on the other side, like the internet's ruined because like it's just all
Let's have both.
anti-Semitism and
Yeah,
why
let's
not
have our cake
both?
and
I
eat
think
it
they
too.
talked about that with Twitter, having like a Wild West Twitter.
That's
and
what the original guy always wanted.
creating another internet now. Now we need people, let's say like us, maybe that have like if we could eventually have the means to like host a like data farmer type deal, like
Right.
and be like, this is we're attesting to our best abilities here to make sure that nothing is modified in a way that it's not real. We
Right.
only people that have access to these servers or people that should have access to them. You do what I mean? Private
Right.
people, but are government funded. You know what I mean? Like, I guess they're not fucking private, but you know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like government grants and shit like that for private companies all the time. Just an extra effort.
Yeah, that
I'm-
would be cool.
I wanted to talk about those protests a little bit because I have a bit of a different take. I think I don't understand why more people aren't going. Okay, well, this is not a grassroots thing. This is a nationwide, multi-nationwide organized thing. Who the fuck is organizing this? What are they getting out of it? Who? And a lot of people are being fucking manipulated to hold a sign that major companies made and produced and put there.
It's both sides.
It's
Well,
a lot of
again-
it. There's so much manipulation happening.
There is.
I
I'm
think we've
freaked
talked
out
about
by
we've
it.
talked about it before. It's just wanting to belong to a group, man. It's people that don't have anything to do on a Saturday, Sunday morning. They get a fucking text from their friend or an email chain or a Facebook invite or something. What the fuck? And they're like, "Hey, yeah, I don't think there should be kings either. I'm gonna go out and yeah, I'll be a part of this fucking bigger thing. I'll tell people about it. I get to associate myself with being right or being part of a group that thinks they're right."
I hear what you're saying. I don't know, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It starts smaller. Like somebody definitely organized it. It's like saying you're not an organization.
like major companies organize
yeah,
this.
I know.
Like
There's no way to really
Fortune
pinpoint
500
that.
companies.
You're not like
Yeah.
some investigative journalist maybe embedded some like, okay, so you think this company is so you go and you try to embed yourself and go to a point to try to get more yeah, sure, you could probably find out and find the roots of like who the fuck is really paying for these organizers or paying for the things, how they start or whatever. But it's like now the majority of people, they don't care how it started. They think it's natural. They think it's something organic.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's part of the manipulation.
Yeah, but I don't know how you're gonna get away from that. There's always manipulation is just influence.
No, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about the difference between a grassroots protest versus
Yeah.
a fucking manipulated, organized
Yeah,
protest.
but once even grassroots, it can be manipulated after
Okay,
that.
sure, but
Like
at
Black
least
Lives Matter.
yeah,
It
but at least
started
it fucking
grassroots
came
and
from somewhere grassroots. I'm talking about this thing that came out of nowhere. Now it's a new holiday we have in our country where people fucking protest.
I kind of think it did start grassroots, but I don't know. I think,
It was like a fucking billionaire's daughter that created the first one.
yeah. I mean, all I know is just most of the people I know on the left, before Trump even did anything, they're very concerned and very like worried about
Yeah,
what he's gonna
that's
do.
true.
It's coming from a real place.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean, also at the same time, if you don't take a step back and go, "Oh, I created the
There's no
situation
accountability,
for
bro.
this,"
yeah,
they created
that's
it.
the
They
thing.
created our fucking current situation.
I don't like the way he's handling the, deportations. Like, I can't stand that. Like, I hate it. And, I hate the feeling behind like the culture war, that part of the culture war. I think there is like a lot of like racism, racialism behind a lot of it. And, it concerns me deeply. Maybe we should have done something about it.
Yeah,
It's like
well,
it's an
you're
insane thing. Your two options are to do nothing
Mhm.
and to create a situation where we're opening the door for this kind of a response.
It wasn't do nothing. It was actively agitate
Yeah.
and separate yourself from the rest.
Yeah.
You're
it's-
you created this, dude. I'm at a point
insane.
where I'm like, oh fuck, well we're fucked socially, and you're just reaping what you sowed, and you're so bitter and resentful about it. It's pathetic. You're still doing the same shit that you've always done. Nothing is ever gonna smack you in the face hard enough to go, oh, we're fucking up.
Dude, that's so that guy, Ezra Klein, is trying to like, I'm on the left and I see where this is heading. This is untenable. The average person hates us and views us as obnoxious, privileged people standing on a soapbox, like wagging an admonishing finger at everyone, telling them everything they say, everything they do, every instinct they have is wrong, disgusting, toxic, whatever. And so when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he tried to make a video that was a first attempt for a big name on the left in media. He's like New York Times opinion piece writer. He tried to build a bridge and said, Charlie Kirk, I disagreed with so much about what he said, but he was doing politics right. And he's like kind of implying like, and we don't. He's going around talking to people.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And it's this tragedy that he was killed. And all these people on the left, on that like activist part of the left, the toxic portion of them, they were furious and like have turned on him. Like it just seems like it's a battle right now happening on the left. Is people going like break the glass in case of emergency and like ring the bell, like wake the fuck up.
I wonder how much of that is even organic. Like if you were China and you want to destabilize us and you hate us, wouldn't you like have a million bots making jokes about Charlie Kirk and saying
yeah.
that he,
And
wouldn't.
abortion, everything, and that all that stuff is happening and has been happening. And it was happening before Chat GPT. It was just Russians in a bot
Russians and
farm
KGBs and
doing it like manually.
Yep. There's a whole video about it where he explains how to destabilize America in like one or two generations. Well,
Yeah,
Was that the defector?
KGB
yeah,
guy,
the KGB.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that
and he
video.
just goes and kind of lays it out, bro. And there's no doubt that that's already happening. You know what I mean? Like,
He was saying it was happening in the 60s, and that was like
yeah.
what the Summer of Love and all those protests. And
yeah,
Have you guys heard of Alexander Dugin?
sounds familiar, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so he's like the big military strategist for Russia.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a
yeah.
East
Dugin,
Orthodox, Russian Orthodox priest. And his whole thing, the foundations of geopolitics, every officer in Russia had to read it. It's like one of their prime military doctrine documents and military strategy, like overarching strategy documents. And the whole thing is about Russia expanding in exactly the order they already have under Putin. Like, Chechnya,
Sevastopol.
Transnistria, then you get Georgia, then Sevastopol. The way you do it is outlined, and it's, so Stalin
Stalin set it
set
up.
all of this up so that there were Russians in decent
Yeah.
numbers in all of these places.
He also
so
made enclaves in these states so that they would always be like the small, like Caucasus, like those little states. They're always at war because of Stalin's like planning.
Yeah, it's really ingenious. It really is.
So evil.
Yeah, like even the Armenia and Azerbaijan, like he set up the Nagorno-Karabakh to be like this little enclave of Armenians surrounded by Azerbaijanis, so that if they ever lost power, the Armenians would need Russia to come save them because a massive number of them are surrounded by Russia. Like genius, genius stuff, and the Russians seated everywhere. So he outlines like how to do it. But then the question for any sane person reading it when it was written, I forget if it, I think it was 90s, late 90s that he wrote it. The question is like, you think America would let you do all of this? Like, sure, maybe Chechnya, of course, Chechnya, like, who cares? Transnistria, it's very, very close to Russia. It's obvious. Transnistria isn't, and it's more minor what they did in Transnistria. But then Georgia, if we weren't embroiled in the Iraq-Afghanistan war, we would have responded then. Just everyone was so done with war, like, we were like, no, same with Syria, like, which also was a Russian thing, when the gas was used and stuff. And Obama had made that line, and the American people were so pissed, he backed off. Like, we should have been involved back then. But it went in that order. The question is, you really think America's going to let you then get Sevastopol, then Ukraine, then Poland, then Estonia, Latvia, on and on. And then his section on America is infiltrate every single activist organization on the left and every religious organization on the right. Use the KGB handbook to like push them to chaos and push them into a civil war. And you make your big move on Sevastopol and Ukraine and then broader Europe and also China and all kinds of stuff in that document. But you do that after you lead us into a civil war. I think that's exactly what we've seen.
But yeah, which is awesome because I think we're a lot more resilient than our enemies make us out to be.
They don't know. Yeah, they assume, right? But America's young. We can come back from.
Everyone still talks about civil war. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I kind of don't think it will either.
It doesn't even make sense.
Civil war, like we have to. I think there was not that many people that were even participating right in the war. It was like a very small number of Americans, like 3% of Americans were like actually doing the fighting in war and stuff like that. So it's like we live in a place where we're not really getting touched by it, man. But I bet you in Chicago and LA and these bigger places where it's like you got freaking
What does that
boots on the
what does that mean?
ground.
Civil war would just be massive riots across the like. There wouldn't be unless
And
you're
guess what?
talking
They
about.
are there. They're there, pal. They're happening right now.
Unless
You
you're
just
talking
don't
about
see them.
governors like ordering militias.
No,
you
but
know, and
there's organizations that aren't organized that pop up, right? And they have a fucking motive. They have what they're doing. It turns into like a big thing. We're not there experiencing it, right? So we feel like, oh man, it's not really a civil war, right? I mean, I just got up this morning. I fucking had a good tea. I'm feeling good. But there's
Yeah.
other people that wake up and there's fucking fighting right outside.
I
the
get
door.
it. That's
how you define it.
I get it. That's how Ukraine is. I understand. I was gonna say I have a friend who's a Fed, and he was telling me about the amount of known terrorists in this country. And he goes, the number is so much higher than you've ever heard, than you think. He says it's at least 10,000.
And that's
At
just who they
least
know.
10,000, and
You know
that's
what I
like
mean? Yeah.
Al Qaeda and like ISIS. Like all of these dudes are here.
That's so crazy.
I know it's had a lot to do with the fucking how porous the border was these last few years because people were just walking in all willy nilly.
Yeah, that's a
And
fucking
China,
problem.
Sleeper
too, like
cells,
a massive
fucking-
number of Chinese coming, and
Yep.
yeah, there was that weird story with like a Chinese guy calling from like some kind of factory where he's like, we're like basically slaves, like please come save us. And I think they were making like marijuana products or something, like
Oh
out
yeah.
east or something. And they showed up, and all of those, like a bunch of the people who'd come over across the southern border, they're just like living in hellish conditions. And they like bought a whole bunch of, you know, plots of land like near
Farmland, yeah.
military.
Yep.
Dude,
yep.
that's the thing nobody talks about is how like the people that are here illegally, they're so vulnerable.
They're yeah, they get picked up by gangs and stuff like that. They have no recourse.
Yeah, if something happens to them, if they get robbed or something, they can't call the cops.
It's a crazy situation that we've created. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's so stupid and so short-sighted. Yeah, I don't know, man. And there's so we've been talking about what in like security they call advanced persistent threats, like Russia,
Yeah.
China, North Korea, and the other problem is corporate. Like you talked about the you know, organized resistance, like having all of this corporate backing, is I think the American people are stuck between two evils. One is foreign countries that want to lead us into a civil war and destroy us. And then the other is the corporate structure of our own country, like
Yeah.
hates us and basically
Yeah.
views us as cattle
Yeah.
and just wants us always fighting each other, wants as many people as possible coming across the border
You're absolutely right.
that they can use for cheap labor. And even if they don't use them illegally for labor, they come into the workforce and it drives the value of each job down. The same way when
Wow,
women join the workforce.
You sound like a racist and a sexist.
How so?
Anyway, we should wrap up.
Cool, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for your local CCP police departments.
Yeah, I just got a text from my mom.
Secretly,
She told me to call her.
Oh, cool.
Maybe she wants to. Fuck.
we can only hope, Nick.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too, dude.
Love you too.
That was a good one.
We often like to think that the way to become a good person is to look within, find one's true self, the sort of natural self that we have. And once you've found that self, that natural thing that you are, the goal is to be sincere and authentic to that true self. So if we stick to what we naturally are meant to be, the gifts that we're naturally endowed with, that's how we can be a sincere, authentic person.